The category is body, face, and look.
Baby girl, you a movie. You done got caught all Blu-ray. I'ma have to buy you a new ring. We should get married today. I'ma put you in a new place. Baby girl, we could be roommates. Let me know what you wanna do, babe. All I really want is you, babe. Yeah.
Hey, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to La La Land. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, so I'd get that out the way before I got started. Today, as you can tell by the title, it's going to be like a little story time / advice about my experience when I was working at Hooters, to have those type of experience in the workplaces like that. So I'm just going to give you my experience, and then, you know, however you go about it, because I know we're in quarantine and a lot of people are unemployed right now, and they're thinking of ways of how to get some money when, you know, your specific area gets out of lockdown. And for someone you end up thinking about working at Hooters to make some money, and you need some like experience, like not some experience, but if you want to know what you're about to get yourself into, thank you for stopping by this video, and I'm going to try my best to explain to you what it is. So if you watched the other vlog that I made for my birthday trip, that's the reason why I started working at Hooters, because I was going to that trip and I knew that I needed cash because I was going to like a different place and I didn't want to use my card and get like fees. So I knew I needed cash. So I originally applied to be a bottle girl at the strip club, but I told my mother, she told me no. She said, I know I can work there. So during spring break, I went to Bayside Hooters to eat, and I realized that, you know, they're making money, they're getting tips and all that other stuff. So I want to do it too. So I spoke to the manager at that restaurant. She told me that manager told me that, I don't remember if it was a she or if it was a like a Hooter girl or a bartender. I don't remember who I spoke to, but I spoke to somebody, and they said that they were hiring at the time, and that I just had to write my name and number down, and that a manager or somebody was gonna call me from the store to let me know if they were hiring, whatever the case may be. So then I started Googling like how to apply online because I thought the application was online. And then that end of the week, that manager called me and told me that they're hiring or whatever, and I wanted to come, and she wanted me to come in to speak to me. And then I realized that I couldn't work there at the Bayside because that's far from me. So I called her back and I told her like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I don't think I want to work at that restaurant because it's kind of far. Is there another restaurant closer by me? So I only knew about Hooters Bayside, like the ones by the beach. I didn't know that there was a Hooters like locally. So she was like, yeah, there's one in Hialeah, you can go there. You just go in, speak to the manager. So the person on the phone explained to me how to apply, the applying process to work there. So I went and I applied one day. The next day I got called in to speak with the owner. And then I got hired. So I got hired within 2 days of going there to apply, whatever. So like, you have to go through training, like 1 week of training. And in my training process, from my third day and my last day training, I got into an altercation. 2 different altercations with 2 different people about 2 different things. So I feel like at that point I should have realized that maybe this was not the job for me. But because I just was like, I came to realize that when you go work there as a new girl, you are not bullied, but as a new girl, they do try to test your patience. Like, they try to, like, I don't know how you say it, but like they try to intimidate you and see like if you really about it, like if you're really down for working there or whatever. Because like you have to remember, you're getting into a restaurant with like, it's already like a group of girls. They've been there for a long time. Like a lot of girls that was working there was there at that specific Hooter for a very long time. Like they was there from like different rules, different managers, just different owners. So when you come new girl fly, it's just like a little intimidation game that they should just start to play or whatever. So basically, I didn't find this out until like I started being more consistent working there. But so originally when I first started working there, they just did that because they just wanted to see like what I was about, whatever. Another thing, I'm just gonna tell you all my cons. I have more cons than pros. I'm probably not gonna mention any pros at all. But another thing that I experienced that I did not like, that I should have quit at the time too, but I just didn't, was the racism, colorism, and favoritism. So I understand that there is racism, colorism, and favoritism because it's just the world that we live in. But I was at 19 at the time, so a 19-year-old turning 20 is just something that I guess it's because I'm young and I'm still not easy. I'm not easy when it comes to like the tolerance of certain things. I get disrespectful and I say what I have to say, and it is what it is. So first, I'm gonna target the favoritism. So the favoritism is that, but I do want to say that you get favoritisms anywhere, like in any job, any school, like whatever situation that you're getting yourself into. But I feel like at Hooters, at the specific Hooters that I was working at, it just was so like so much that it just makes you be like, wow. So favoritism that I experienced is that, number one, I was in Hialeah with a whole bunch of Hispanics, and it was not that much black girls. I'm just gonna keep it like real as that. It at the time that I was working there was only 3. I don't work there no more. It's only 2. So that just goes to show you that you're working with like 50 girls, and out of 50 is only 2 black, like chocolate melanin black girls at that store. So the favoritism that I experienced was like, example, how your hair is. Like, because I'm black, I'm Haitian Dominican, I'm mixed, I can curl my hair and go to work, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to add like you see I have this pin in my hair. You can't have these type of pins in your hair as well. Like if you're natural, like when you have the puff, you can't have your hair like that either. And I feel that is like low-key racism and low-key favoritism, because the store is not for us, if that makes sense. Like the rules is not for us when it comes to looks and hairstyles. Like we couldn't have braids at the time. Now you can, but at the time you couldn't. So like it's just little things like that that used to just tick me off, because like you will always have to have like a frontal, or like your hair like done, like okay, my hair could be considered done to me, but to my managers my hair is not considered done, so they wouldn't let me go to work. Like you couldn't have like a wash and set, like a wash and go. I said wash and set, a wash and go. You couldn't have like stuff like that. So like I said, little things like that just made me like realize that the store wasn't for me, like for me. So another favoritism thing that I noticed was with the managers and how they spoke to other girls, what they allowed other girls to do and what other girls couldn't do. Like it was crazy. Like some managers let let girls who's working on the floor say F working on the floor, and they just be in the office with the manager, or be in the back with the manager, or just be laddy-gagging sitting at the bar with the manager. But we working, like the restaurant open tight. But if I was to do it, or if somebody else was to do it, it's just a no-go. Another favoritism thing that I didn't like was like certain rules. Like there's a no boyfriend policy rule, and some girls can have their boyfriends, fiancés, whatever they are, baby daddies, come to the restaurant, sit with them, kiki, kaka, dame beso, all that other cute stuff. But if I do it, or if somebody else does it, we get in trouble, we getting written up, we having a meeting, you get taken off schedule for the week, like a whole bunch of stuff. So little things like that I didn't like. I should have quit then, but I just did not. I just kept pushing through it. The colorism, I think I already mentioned that. Basically it goes with the rules that we had. Also, some of the girls, I guess my mistake was working in Hialeah, but with some of the girls, they would not want to take people of color to go there to be served. They would not want to serve people of color, so they would not serve them, and they would not, or if they would serve them, it would just be like the horrible service. Like they will go over there to like run the food to them, refill drinks for them, get them like basic necessities like ranch, blue cheese, nothing. So because in their heads, and some of the Hispanic girls that was working over there, they felt like black people would come to restaurants and not tip the same way as their fellow Cubans and whatever. And also it was like a language barrier for them. But because, like I said, I was in Hialeah, it was not that much very black people that was coming in there either way. Like it would be like not that much. Like out of 1,000 people that come there, let's say 100,000 people go to Hooters in a day, probably like 1% of that is African Americans that come there. So yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like how none of the managers really spoke about it too much. It was not like a topic unless I brought it up, and it was not something that, you know, they'd be like, no, you guys can't do that. It just be like, okay, just take the table. Okay, you just take the table. You just take the table. But it wasn't a real punishment, if you get what I'm trying to say. So I didn't like that. That goes with like the racism that I didn't like. And not only like it's the girls, but like it's the customers too. Like I've dealt with customers who say that they don't want me to serve them at all, even though I'm Dominican, I'm half Dominican. They'll be like, I don't want you to serve me. Or they'll tell somebody else who's Spanish, like white girl, long hair, brown eyes, oh, I want you to serve me, and I'm their server, and the girl just come to me and be like, let's just trade tables or whatever. I did not like that. Like that honestly was probably like top 2 out of my top 10 problems over there. It was so discouraging because like I've never been mistreated where I could not really defend myself and say what I wanted to say and stuff, in the risk of not trying to lose my job. So I did not like that at all. I didn't like that I was put in like that type of position or whatever. And another problem, I had so many problems at that job. That job really, like, if you don't care about like your self-esteem and how people treat you or what it is that people do or whatever the case may be, if you don't care about if you don't care about stuff like that, then yeah, you know, you can go to work there. But like people, like the girls would treat you a type of way, the managers would treat you a type of way, the customers treat you a type of way, and then at the end of the day you just leave in with like $200. I felt like I should not have to go through that type of stuff for just money, just to have money in my hand, just to say that I have money or whatever. So that's like one of the main reasons why I just was like, I want to leave. I can't be here, because like I just knew who I was and like my value, and I have high self-esteem in myself. I'm very conceited. I know what I am and what I'm not. So because I knew that person that I was and all that other stuff, it just made me not want to be there. So I just would not go to work. Like I quit about 3 times before I actually quit for real. And the first 2 times I quit, I spoke to a manager. She my dog. I spoke to the manager, and I kind of shared my concerns, but I didn't kind of share my concerns. I just was like, I'm a full-time student. Like, I can't do this. Like, I don't want to be put in this like predicament where my mental health and my exhaustion is just like going back and forth with each other. So she just gave me like a week off, or like weeks off or whatever. But she didn't like let me quit, because, you know, like, she appreciated I was like a hard worker. I did what I was told. Like, I used to do my makeup coming to there. I used to be really pretty, like going to work or whatever. And it's some days in order to enjoy it, as bad as it's gonna sound, in order to enjoy it, I had to be like under the influence of some sort in order to enjoy it. And that's just like pure honesty. Pure like just being happy, like without no influence, I couldn't do it. From even the first day I started working there, I couldn't do it. So it's just like I had to do like a really mental check and be like, okay, this is starting to get out of control. Like, when I seen that like the anger and the frustration that I was having towards work was pouring into other things, like outside of work, I just realized that I had to like leave or whatever. So the third time I quit, this third time though, is gonna go to the favoritism and the cons that I had to deal with working there. This third time I didn't quit. I was taken off the schedule by a manager, because at the time, I'm gonna explain this whole full story so you can see the type of things that you're gonna go through, because the managers are mostly men, and you see what you're wearing at work. You're considered not like a sex symbol, but men see women as sex symbols, whether you like it or not. So it's either some girls at Hooters use that to their advantage and do what they need to do with the managers, so they can be the bartenders, so they can be the top sellers, so they can have all the good shifts. Or you're gonna do it like me and put yourself in predicaments where you're not winning at the store. So what had happened was, I was in a relationship with somebody. He came to my job, and this was like in the beginning of my relationship with that person. He came to my job, and I was hosting outside of my job, and I just was like, at some point of me working there, I didn't care about doing stuff, like doing the job. So I used to be like laddy-gagging, like in the kitchen, in the back, like just playing around, like horsing around. But mind you, I was under the influence sometimes too, so I just used to be like doing all types of dumb stuff like everywhere. I used to just be joking around and stuff. So he came to my job or whatever, and I knew the specific manager that I was managing at the time. I knew that he was like, because he was like kind of around my age and stuff like that. So I knew that he kind of like, if he saw that my boyfriend was there, I probably would have gotten in trouble. But the rule is that if your boyfriend come or your family member come, you can't sit with them. I wasn't waiting, I was hosting. So I thought, I just tried to finesse the rule. So my boyfriend came, and my boyfriend kissed me in front of the restaurant. So I did not know I didn't notice if anybody saw that or not, but the manager did. So I went to the manager about something, and then the manager came. The manager was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's just somebody that was waiting for food." I did not give my boyfriend at the time like the title, like my boyfriend, my friend, or nothing like that. So then he was like, the manager was like, "So that's your boyfriend?" And I was like, "Huh?" And then he was like, "How you gonna do this to me? Like, I wanted to be with you. Like, why would you do that?" And I was like, "What?" Then he was like, "Yeah, would you let me take you out on a date?" Now, the manager, if I was not working there, I would have said yes. And if I didn't have a boyfriend, I would have said yes. But I was working there and I had a boyfriend. So I said no. And I told the manager, I was like, if you was not working here, or if I'm not working here, I would do it. Like, we can go out, we can get to know each other or whatever, but I work here and you know I'm with somebody, so that's a no. So I guess the manager took it as, okay, I'm gonna make this girl not come to work. And I was not taking on the schedule. It was a Sunday, so then the schedule drops again, and I just was not on the schedule for that like 2 weeks probably, until a week later, like a week later, whatever. That probably was like not a mistake, but I learned from it. I would never ever bring anybody to my job again, because I end up not being with that person no more. And that just made me realize that, like, wow, I almost lost my job for somebody who wasn't even like in love with me the way that I thought they was in love with me. So that's just like a big no. Don't ever do that. Like, if you not haven't been with that person for like a long time, like I'm talking about 3-4 years, don't ever bring them to your job and risk your job, risk how you make money, just for somebody that's just gonna leave you when it's convenient for them to leave you. Don't ever do that. So that was like one mistake. That too also just like made me hate the job. It's just stuff that was just piling up, made me hate the job or whatever. And then like it's a lot of jealousy over there because you're working with girls, but the jealousy is out of control. Do you know what out of control is? Out of control. Like, you're dealing with girls who only have Hooters, okay? When I was working over there, I did not care to be there. Like, after, because my initial plan was to work there for my trip. Once I got to my trip, did my trip, I was gonna quit coming back. But I stayed, and I was a full-time student. It was nobody. The way I'm involved in school, like at my college, at my university, nobody over there was involved in a school like that. Like, I'm a student athlete, I'm a full-time student. Nobody was doing that over there. They was like part-time students or like about to go to school or whatever. So that too, like, it's a lot of jealousy. I feel like a lot of girls was like envious of the fact that I just ain't care about working there, ain't care about being there. I just was there to be there because I like had a job or whatever. But I was very unhappy working there. I was very, very like I don't want to say I was depressed, but I was like unhappy being there. Like, going to work was just like, oh my god, like, kill me now. I did not like it at all. And I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy, like to go somewhere just for money, just so you could be saying that you have a job, just because you could say you just have some money and you're not happy whatsoever. Like, that's dead. Like, I feel like I had to work 10 times in life. Because I'm a black girl, I have to work 10 times harder than anybody else. But I felt like I had to work 10 times harder just to be at the bottom of a bucket with everybody at the bottom of the bucket. We all at the bottom, and I was just like pulling on a rope to get somewhere like higher. But because I was at the bottom, working at the bottom, doing bottom stuff, it just was like I was not going nowhere. So a situation had happened where somebody felt like they could just like punk me out in front of like all the employees, and I took the battle because I thought I had a friend in somebody. And that too, like, my mom will always be telling me, but I guess when you go through it, you see that not everybody your friend, not everybody have like loyalty into you. Like, you may think that that's your dog, y'all got the same shifts, y'all going to work every day, y'all start talking, y'all start clicking, y'all start going out and stuff. At Hooters, that's not your friend, point blank period. And then when you leave, it's all talk. That's that too. Like, they like to talk in the group chats and stuff. Talk. It's all talk. It's no like real, like, it's no real. It is. It's like two or three people to this day. They still my dogs. But for the rest of them, nah. It's like, it's no type of like real honesty, like real, like, yeah, I said that. it's no, she said it, no, she said it, but she told me, and I heard that from there, da 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 da. So what was like the last straw that broke the camel's back is that I end up starting working it towards my career. So that's what I'm doing now. And I was trying to be a good employee and put in my 2 weeks so I can leave. And that just went out the window because I was being disrespected and trying to, like, people was trying to pump me out. So, like, the last couple of weeks I was leaving, I was getting some altercations back to back. So, the last one that broke the camel's back is that a lot of them girls, too, they like to hide behind the managers and make the managers call you and try to calm the situation down or whatever. So, something had happened, and it broke the camel's back. And at some point, you have to be like, I'm above this. I'm above y'all. Y'all under me. So, I'm going to show y'all. So, that's what I did. The next day, I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning, angry, before the old Larissa that was working at Hooters. I would say in this video, if I see you and you know who you are, I still want to fight. But the new Larissa, this Larissa, you know, leveled up, got money with God Larissa, is going to tell you, I don't care about it no more. Like, it's above me now. Like, I'm above you now. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, the old Larissa was just so angry. The old Lala was so mad. So the next day, I took myself, I didn't even go to practice that day. I took myself to Hooters. I went to the general manager. I did not tell the general manager what happened. I think I told the bartender who was working, who she was trying to convince me, she's my dog, she was trying to convince me to stay. Like, she was just telling me to stay. And I just was like, you know what, I always said I didn't want to be stuck there, because there's a lot of people that stuck there because of like little money. Not little money, money is money, but money do change the perspective and change anything, and money make people do any type of stuff. So when you making this type of money on a one night, we be leaving out on a good night, we be leaving out with 200 on a double. So like, we're young people. It is a couple old people there, but we're like young adults, like 20, 19, 18, 21. We're young people. So it's nobody could tell us what to do. I mean, we making money, you feel me? So she was trying to make me stay because she was like, you know, you're gonna make money. But because I'm working in my career now, I'm making money doing something that I love. So I'm not saying if I didn't start working in my career, I would have quit. I still would have quit, because the person that I am, I know I serve God, and I know God got me, and maybe God put me in that predicament to go through that mud, like go through that channel of going through Hooters to get to where I'm at right now and keep going further. Maybe God put me there so I can like humble myself and calm myself down and recollect myself. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it no more. I didn't want to do it no more. I didn't even want to try to figure out how to do it no more. I just went over there, told my manager, look, I'll find somebody. I asked to go to work that weekend. I said I'll find somebody to cover my shift that weekend. After that, please, it was nice knowing y'all. I appreciate the fact that you let me work here with my busy schedule, but please do not schedule me no more whatsoever. And the manager was like, are you sure? Did anything happen? Do you want to talk about it? You sure you don't want to come to work this weekend? Maybe you'll change your mind. And I just told him, I was like, no, I cannot do it no more. Like, I was so tired. I was so drained. It is so draining working there, and you dealing with drama there, you dealing with drama here, you're in drama everywhere. It's just so much drama. I just couldn't do it no more. I was going crazy. Like, I was going so crazy. I was fighting like myself to be happy to be there, and I wasn't happy to be there. So I just did what I had to do. I did what I felt like was best to do, and I left. And my advice is, you're about to start working there, or you want to work there and you don't know what it's like, if you're not in tune with yourself, and if you're not, I'm a Leo, I'm aggressive, I'm everything a Leo is. So if you're not a Leo, you may do good. If you're like a Cancer, if you're like a Scorpio, you may survive. But me personally, I couldn't do it. If you're not with the drama, if you're not with the back and forth, if you're not with the like disloyalty, the fakeness, all the stuff that I just listed, like the cons, if you're not with all the cons or whatever, then you just, I'm not saying that no other job may put you through what I went through, and my experience may not be your experience, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna feel what I felt. You're gonna go through what I went through. It may not impact you the way that impacted me, but it's gonna hurt. Like, it's gonna hit you one way or another. So, it's all up to you about what it is that you specifically want to do and how it is that you want to do. If you're just trying to work there because you're unemployed right now and you don't think you just need money because you're gonna be behind on certain things when we get out of this quarantine, yes, go there, but go there with a mindset that you're not trying to get stuck there. Because if you get stuck there, you're gonna be ending up just like the rest of them, and then it's gonna be all shit, it's all hell. You're gonna be working there, it's no type of promotion. So don't think that you're just gonna go from this to that, this to that, this to that. Like I said, it's favoritism that gets you promoted. So it's either you're gonna risk yourself and risk your self-esteem and all that other stuff to just go up the chains of a Hooters or what it is or whatever. But a lot of people took working at Hooters or them being a bartender or them making money at Hooters like they was untouchable. And I went there on some other vibe, on some other tip or whatever, and it just wasn't like that. And I'm not saying everybody that I worked with at that restaurant was horrible and they just did me bad and all that other stuff. I'm not saying that whatsoever. Nor am I. If you feel targeted and I work with you and you if you feel targeted by the things that I said here, that's between you and your God and your mama. Y'all should have a conference meeting about that. Don't come text me about nothing because I don't care what you're gonna say. So I'm just saying that working with girls in that type of environment is always gonna be drama, fighting, altercation, favoritism, all the stuff that I'm listing. It's just the norm of going to go work there. It's just up to you and thinking about how you're going to be above that norm. And if you just keep telling yourself I'm only here to get me through this, I'm only here to get me through that, to just keep pushing yourself, and then once you get to where you need to get to, it's okay to leave a job. I don't know who told us that we have to stay out of a job for 1-2 years and put in 2 weeks. If you know that you're never going to go back, and you told God that you're never going to go back, trust me, don't put in no 2 weeks. Just go on and tell them that you're not going to be here no more. It was nice to know them. See y'all later. And, go about your business. And I promise you, you will never turn back over there. You don't even need to be needed over there. Like I said, you do make good money. But if you want to put yourself through the emotional training that it is to work over there, just for a couple $200, $300, okay, go ahead. I'm just tired thinking about the stuff I went through. Ow. Oh my God. So that's just my story, and I'm sticking to it, okay? So thank you for watching my video. I hoped my experience and the stories that I told you that I went through, I hope that you guys take it. And it doesn't even have to apply in Hooter. It could be about school. It could be about the people that you hang with, about a team that you're on. If you're in something that's not making you happy, it's making you alter your demeanor, and you have to find other things to make you happy so you can just be happy to do what it is that you need to do, you need to sit down, meditate, talk to God, and eventually, a month later, 2 months later, maybe the next day, God gonna make you leave. You're gonna leave, you're gonna find better, because nothing gets worse it like you don't be at the bottom and then there's a bottom like under the bottom. Nothing gets worse. Nothing gets worse. So when you think you at the bottom, like when you think you hit rock bottom, because I was working at Hooters them 10 months, I was at rock bottom. It may not have looked like I was at rock bottom, but I was at rock bottom. So if you are at rock bottom, it's gonna get better. So do what you have to do. Go over there, and if you want to work there, I'm gonna tell you the advice. Do what you gotta do. Hey, get your money. I'm clocking out. Bye. See you guys later, and leave. Don't be with the friendly shit. Don't be with a buddy. Don't be going out to drinks with them. Don't be going out with them. Like, take my advice on that, because 10 times out of 11, they not your friend over there. So, you know, you don't want to put yourself through that. So, like I said, thank you for watching my video, and I hope what I went through inspires other people to know that it's okay and that it's going to get better, and just trust the patience, trust the process that it is that you just gotta go through. You just gotta go through some process. Some process hit us harder than other process. You just gotta go through it. So trust the process. It's going to be okay. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. Follow me on social medias. Y'all could DM me in my social media account or comment down. Tell me what more you want to see. I wanted to do an unpacking of some clothes that I ordered. So if y'all want to see that, or if y'all want to see, like, I don't know, anything, or you just want me to sit here and just tell y'all some stuff, because I've been through some stuff, then child, we could do that too. Okay, cool. Also on my Instagram, there is like a get to know me Instagram story. I think it is, or I think it's about my lash business. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, on Instagram I have like a get to know me thing. So if you want that to be like a more YouTube thing, let me know. I do that too. Thanks for watching.
Let me know what you wanna do, babe. All I really want is you, babe.